All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode with ReferLife Wellness Alliance as we deal with the biophotonic charger and all the wonderful things that it can do for us as an individual, for the people we love. Can you see my screen? Is it shared properly? And you can see exactly what I am showing to you now. Let's see. Okay, very good. So, um, today let's start with introduction to the product by sharing a video that I've just created. And today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to share with you this video first, and then we will talk about the product for a little bit, and then come back and we're going to do a little bit more about the business as a whole. So here, enjoy this video. Imagine drinking water that supercharges cells, rejuvenates your body, and elevates energy. This isn't a dream, it's the power of structured, energized water. Are you sick or just thirsty? The water we drink today is energetically depleted, losing its natural life giving charge. We live in a world saturated with threats like Wi Fi, 5G, and EMFs, but the real danger could be in your water. Your cells run on water. Every organ depends on proper hydration, but today's water is energetically depleted. Water absorbs electromagnetic frequencies, disrupting its structure and turning revitalizing water into a cellular drain. Fatigue, brain fog, premature aging, chronic inflammation, and cellular burnout can result from drinking energetically depleted water. What if your smartphone could fix your water for pennies per day? Introducing the ReferLife Biophotonic Charger. This German engineered app uses photonic light and bioresonance to restore your water's natural, structured, energy rich form. No filters or fancy devices needed, just light, science, and transformation, all accessible through your phone. The ReferLife Biophotonic Charger restores structured water using advanced light wave frequencies, re energizing water's natural properties. It's like giving your cells a software upgrade. Just photonic light and science working for you. It's that easy. You don't need expensive equipment or complicated filters, just photonic light and science working for you. Your body is made of water. Your brain and heart are 73% water, your lungs 83%, and even your bones are 31% water. Water fuels hydration, detoxification, energy production, hormone balance, and emotional stability, but only structured, energized water does it right. Cells, organs, and tissues rely on proper hydration. Today's water isn't doing the job, lacking vital energy. The ReferLife Biophotonic Charger restores water's natural energized state using revolutionary German engineered software. This game changing app revitalizes water directly through your smartphone, transforming it into a detoxifying, energy boosting powerhouse. Pets instinctively crave this energized water. Dr. Gerald Pollack shows that water inside cells isn't just liquid, it's structured water, supporting energy and detox. EMFs scramble water, causing energy depletion and accelerated aging. The ReferLife charger restores this structure. The ReferLife Biophotonic Charger has been tested and verified for the changes to water by the Emoto Institute of Japan. Experience immediate energy boost, enhanced focus, faster hydration, and smoother beverages with energized water. Healthier plants and longer lasting flowers benefit from energized water, showcasing its revitalizing properties. Pets love it and instinctively crave this energized water. In a world bombarded by distractions and pollutants, your water is a frontline defense against fatigue and aging. The ReferLife Biophotonic Charger is a simple, affordable solution delivering profound results for everyone. Everyone deserves water that works to energize and heal, not just hydrate. It's about protecting and elevating. Protect your health. Elevate your life with the power of energized water and the ReferLife app. Don't wait. Download the ReferLife Biophotonics Charger and begin your journey to better health today. Try it now and feel the difference because the water you drink matters. All right. So what I would like to add to that, because I think that video actually hit on all the key points in order to give you a very good understanding of what the ReferLife biophotonic charger does. And it did it in about 3.5 minutes better than I could. But when I enhance the information that's coming from that, and share with you some of the benefits and experiences that we've been having. The fact is, we now know that we are on a mission to heal the world. This is not about doing a job, running a business. This is about creating a movement through a mission to bring life to people around the world. What you need to understand clearly is that we are fighting every single day in order to keep our bodies functional from all the effects of the negativity that's all around us. We are bombarded with everything from water pollution, air pollution, electrical pollution. These things are a constant. And we need ways in order to flush them from our bodies in the most effective ways possible. And that is what this biophotonic charger does to the fluids that you put into your body or you use to feed your animals or your plants. First thing is that it removes electrical pollution and neutralizes it in your body in order to clear your energetic path so that you can think clearly. Internally, your cells function at an optimum level. The hydration that your cells receives is optimized by another 45-50%, and the absorption level that your body will have when it comes to the nutrients that you're putting into your body, the way it will encapsulate the toxins and flush them from your body is what the God designed and nature designed for the functionality of our bodies from an internal perspective. All we are doing with this product is giving your body exactly what it craves, what it needs in order to optimize the cellular activity, the electrical conductivity, and make it so that when your body says heal or clean, it has the power and the resources in which to do so. When you use this technology and you are taking your vitamins or you are eating your food, you are going to get more value out of the things that you are consuming, because the stuff that you are looking for in your food, the nutrients, it's now going to be more bioavailable to your body in order to absorb it, making you healthier all the way around. When you're using this and it's shrinking, it's literally making the molecules of the water much, much smaller, so small, it changes the texture of the water. So it's soft and smooth. At the same time, it's making it so that that water can get deeper into every cell of your body, into every joint, delivering hard and well needed nutrients and energy in order to keep you loose, flexible, strong, and optimized for healing, to live long, to live healthy, to live young, to feel vibrant and vitalized. This is what it's all about. Our new moniker, our new motto is make your water your medicine, because in essence, this is better than your medicine. This can stave off all kinds of issues because it's flushing them from your body before they take a hold. And this will give you a longer, healthier, stronger life with less issues. As far as I am concerned, this is your front line of defense for everything that can go wrong inside your body. Not only is it from a physical point of view, but this can help you emotionally, mentally, by bringing peace and calmness, because it removes the clutter, the distraction, the bad energies that are all around us. And as they flush and put these out of our bodies, it's just clearing the way for everything inside of us to work better. So this is what this is all about. This is why we are now on a mission. We've done a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to preparing now to assault the world with our program and with our product. We've done a lot of the cleaning up in order to make it so that the experiences that anybody who's coming on board is going to have is going to be a better experience. And now we're at the point where we're pretty much ready to start taking on our business associates, our partners. Now, each and every one of you, in essence, are a partner of the ReferLife Wellness Alliance. You have the same ability as any other member. You have the same potential for healing yourself, healing your family, and everybody you love and care about, and reaching out even further to help us spread this around the world. It is up to you as far as what you do, because we can't control you. We can only control ourselves. So through control of ourselves, we will be going after partners on a global scale. We invite you to do the same. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take you to how we're going to introduce this to our partners. And you already being a partner, if you're already registered, feel very privileged that you have the opportunity to start now and do anything and everything you want to secure yourself a nice little income within the ReferLife system. But again, for those of you who received my email this morning or my little note that I put out every once in a while, this is not about having a job for me or for anyone. And we work at it 24/7 pretty much in order to make sure that we're accomplishing all the missions and tasks that we have to. It is not a business where I wake up in the morning and the first thing I'm thinking about is how much money we're going to make. This is about a business, an opportunity, a mission, a cooperative, a place where people come, they gather, and they learn, they share, and then grow in order to make life better for themselves and the people they know, love, and care about. The fact that you can make a very good living should not be missed either. I believe that if you look at this from a business perspective point of view, that you cannot go wrong with how this can work for you. And as we grow, it will only get better. But for now, let's look at the partner opportunity that we're going to be presenting, because as you can understand, there are a lot of people, the businesses, who are trying their best to help people live better lives with less pain and stay working and do all the things that people want and need to do, whether it's for leisure, pleasure, or in order to get a paycheck. So we can help people in many, many ways with that. So we're going to be asking your yoga studio, your fitness gym, your chiropractor, your wellness store, and all these places to join as partners to start to share this amazing technology with their customers and clients, because everybody needs this. This was told to me crystal clear. This is a product that every single man, woman, child, dog, cat, plant can benefit from. But for sure, every man, woman, and child needs this in order to live out their best life. We are fighting against so many things. Just this week, I've had a friend of mine who at the marina, heart attack at 41 years old, dropped dead. Explain this to me. This is not right. It's not the way things are. Somebody else in their 20s dropped dead running. Not right. This is insanity. So we need to flush the bad and we need to pump up the good in order to have a chance to live out our best lives. I want to live to be 120 plus, and I want to be active. I want to be healthy. How about you? And what about the people you care about? So, for those who are practitioners in any field of natural wellness, they didn't get into the wellness practice to offer the same solutions as everybody else, but they are. So, in order to get the best effect from their clients, we want to recommend to them this product. We want them to experience what this is all about. So we've created another movie to introduce it to them. We will share that with you here now also, in order so that you can see how we aim to attract their attention. So again, let's go.
You entered the wellness industry to offer unique solutions, addressing deeper health needs. Clients today seek practitioners understanding true health extends beyond surface interventions. Despite your dedication, clients may still face fatigue and mental fog. The missing piece is cellular hydration that truly reaches and penetrates the cells. Hydration isn't just about water intake volume, it's about cellular uptake. Clients often say, I drink tons of water, but I still feel dehydrated. Unmet hydration needs can lead clients to question your overall protocols. Innovative solutions always differentiates you in a crowded wellness market. Every client struggling with hydration issues represents a missed revenue opportunity. The ReferLife biophotonic charger merges biophysics research with wellness. It uses specific frequency patterns to influence water's molecular structure. We enhance cellular uptake by changing the physical structure of water. Users report improvements in energy, clarity, and hydration satisfaction within days. Clients want sustained energy, lasting mental clarity, and optimal recovery. Enhanced cellular hydration amplifies your existing wellness protocols. Nutritional recommendations work better when cells are properly hydrated. Detoxification protocols become more effective with improved hydration. This technology makes everything else you do simply work better. The ReferLife partnership provides multiple revenue streams and differentiation. Earn commissions on client subscriptions, creating recurring revenue. There are no inventory costs, storage needs, or fulfillment hassles. Offer cutting-edge technology, distinguishing your practice from competitors. Clients notice improvements quickly, building trust and increasing compliance. Optimal hydration supports holistic treatment protocols effectively. Receive dedicated account management for support and optimization strategies. Access comprehensive training resources and professional marketing materials. Benefit from ongoing education as research and technology advance. The partnership has no upfront costs or exclusivity requirements. The process is simple. Clients download the app and begin experiencing benefits. Specifically designed for your type of practice because different wellness practices have different needs and different client populations. For naturopathic and functional medicine practitioners, this integrates seamlessly into holistic treatment protocols. When you're working on detoxification, cellular health, gut restoration, or systemic wellness, optimal hydration becomes the foundation that allows everything else to work more effectively. Your clients understand the importance of cellular function. This gives them a practical tool to support that function daily. For chiropractors and physical therapists, proper tissue hydration affects structural alignment, recovery speed, and inflammation levels. When your patients maintain optimal cellular hydration, they often experience better treatment outcomes and longer lasting adjustments. Recovery between sessions improves, treatment plans progress faster. For wellness centers and spas, this technology adds a premium service that complements your already existing offerings. You can create package opportunities, bundle it with other services, or offer it as a standalone premium upgrade. It enhances the perceived value of your wellness programs and gives clients another reason to choose your facility over your competitors. For fitness and performance coaches, athletes and serious fitness enthusiasts constantly seek performance advantages. Optimal hydration affects endurance, strength, recovery, and mental focus. When you offer your clients a hydration technology that noticeably improves these markers, you provide real competitive advantage while building client loyalty. Structured water can be the edge, which takes them that much further, stronger, faster, for health retail and supplement stores. This gives your customers access to innovative technology alongside your product lines. It creates cross selling opportunities. Customers who buy the app often increase their supplement purchases because they're more engaged with their health. It increases average transaction value and customer lifetime value and retention. For homeopathic practitioners, the principles align naturally with vibrational medicine and energetic healing approaches. If you work with remedies that operate on energetic levels, biophotonic frequency optimization of water makes intuitive sense to your clients. It extends your therapeutic approach into their daily hydration routine. The Biophotonic Charger app draws from multiple research areas that have explored how electromagnetic frequencies interact with water molecules and biological systems. Research into structured water from the likes of Dr. Fritz Albert Popp, Dr. Gerald Pollack, and Dr. Masaru Emoto have all demonstrated that water molecules can organize into different configurations based on various influences, including electromagnetic frequencies. This organization affects how water interacts with cellular membranes and biological tissues. Biophotonic researchers have explored how specific frequency patterns influence biological processes at the cellular level. While this field continues to evolve, preliminary observations suggest that certain frequencies may enhance cellular function and metabolic efficiency. Studies on cellular hydration have shown that optimal hydration goes beyond simple water volume. It involves the ability of water to effectively penetrate the cellular membranes and support intracellular processes. We provide partners with access to technical documentation, research summaries, and ongoing updates in these areas. This allows you to have informed conversations with clients who want to understand the science behind the technology. We make no claims that this technology treats, cures, or prevents any disease. We focus on what users consistently report: improved energy, enhanced mental clarity, better hydration satisfaction, and faster recovery. We've worked with hundreds of wellness professionals across multiple practice types. Here's what they consistently tell us matters most: the technology actually works. Partners don't stay if their clients don't experience results. The fact that partners continue recommending this technology year after year tells you something important. Building a sustainable wellness practice in today's competitive environment requires more than clinical skills. It requires strategic thinking about how you differentiate your offerings, enhance client results, and create multiple revenue streams. Apply for partnership with ReferLife Wellness Alliance and the Biophotonic Charger today and elevate your practice, because the water your clients drink truly matters.
It certainly does. So, in that case, what we're saying is the tools, the knowledge, everything is there for the partners who would be coming on board in order to work with us. We are going to do the heavy lifting. We're providing all the videos, all the support systems. All they really have to do is hand out a brochure to their customers to send them to their website. And what is really nice is that when they do that and they receive a purchase, they earn a very decent commission from the sale. So let us just touch on what that compensation structure looks like, because one of the things that we want to highlight is the fact that we are not looking to push this out to the world as a multi-level marketing program. We are looking to put it out to the world as an affiliate program. The affiliate program has a strong level 1 and level 2, and we have defined them as this. When you are referring a customer who makes a purchase, you now become the salesperson. And as the salesperson who is doing the heavy lifting, we are going to give you the best reward, which is 25% of the selling price. So at this present time, with our app retailing for $147.97, that means that you would be earning $37.50 US, and that would translate into around $50, a little over $50 Canadian. So let's look at that. If you have an individual, that includes me or anybody else for that matter, went out and did enough, put enough effort in to make a total of 2 sales, that means that that day they would have made $100. If they made those 2 sales before noon, that would have been $100 in their pocket. They have the rest of the day to do whatever they like. If they made 4 sales, that would put $200 into their pocket, Canadian dollars into their pocket. So what I'm saying here is that the reality is that somebody could take this as a serious job, go out and generate themselves $200 a day, working a few hours a day. And the smarter you work, the smarter the funds and the easier the funds come in. So that is a fact. And that being the case, you can make yourself a very good living in a retail environment. Now, we all know that the best way to do it is to do some work yourself and also have somebody else doing some work for you. So now, as you are retailing these sales, each person that you retail to has the potential to become a retailer also. And if that person becomes a retailer, you become that person's trainer. As that person's trainer, you now are entitled to the referring member commission. And that is 10% of the retail sale. So that would give to you $15 for every sale that was made by somebody who you sold to, where you earned the $25, the 25% from their purchase. And when they turn around and sell to somebody else, they earn the 25% and you earn 10%. So for every 3 that make a sale, you're going to get 30% to add to your 25% for the sales that you do. So the more people you have who are making sales, who have purchased from you, the more money that you would make. So now that highlights how the direct commissions are paid and how the referring member commissions are paid. So additionally to those 2 commissions, we have what is called a team build bonus. The team build bonus is based on the fact that the referring member has started to create a sales team of his own. He's creating a co-op within the co-op, a sales team of his own. For his sales team that he creates, he is going to receive 0.1% on every level, going 10 levels below him. That is going to pay up to him. So what does that mean? It means that he has a store with an organization of around 200,000 people, that as those organizational people grow and create a sales team for his affiliate store, he's going to get a little override for doing a good job of creating a sales force. And it's just a little override to say, excellent work, keep up the good work, and you get paid over and over again. The nice part about this is that we have a recurring annual income through this with a very good commission. So if you do the math, it can still turn into a very substantial annual income the way things grow. But we are not going to be a one product company. We're going to have multiple products and including a monthly renewable purchase in order to make sure that the income volume is becomes almost literally unlimited with the potential to introduce products that are going to enhance people's lives the way these products do. So with that, we know that this is just the beginning. There are no limitations to where we can go, how far we can reach, how many people we can affect. And with the world sitting at over 8 billion people, and most of them holding a smartphone, it means that we have a lot of work to do in order to reach out and get this amazing wellness tool into all of their hands. Um, Let me just see. So again, so everybody should start thinking this way. The tagline, think of it this way. Make your water your medicine. For the people who are on this call, I hope you're all starting your day with about 2 cups of hot, structured, energized water. And you can enhance that with some natural salt, minerals, um, whatever you like, lemon. You can enhance it with whatever because it is going to do whatever you want it to do better. If I using my diatomaceous earth, I know it's going to get in there and it's going to clean deeper. It's going to clean better because the water molecules are going to allow it to dive deeper into my system, scrub harder in my system, and make it cleaner. So no matter what it is you're doing, this is going to enhance your overall wellness, whether it's the detox, the um, hydration, the flushing of the inflammation, and don't forget the spraying of the energized, structured, energized water over your body, spraying your kids so that they can have a day at school without the effect of EMF clouding their judgment, clouding their mind, stopping them from learning at the level that they are capable. These are all very important things because EMF and children, it really doesn't mix. It is something that's capable of retarding their learning and really impeding their abilities to thrive in life. There are so many things going on in the world right now with issues and illnesses coming out of nowhere. So now we have the ability to take our amazing app and the water that it produces and heal people from the inside by simply giving them what their body is craving and starving for. Energized, structured H3O2 water. So with that said, I think we can open up the line and have some questions, especially for the new people on anybody and the new people also. So go ahead. If you guys let me just unmute all. I will allow everybody, anybody and anybody, you should be able to unmute yourself now. Looking for the people who are new, I want to enhance my little presentation, and I'm going to start with my own little testimonial for how I personally feel that this water and the app is changing my life. Besides changing my attitude about how I want to live my life and what I want to do for the rest of my life, because this is it, ladies and gentlemen. For the rest of my days, I will be working to promote this app. I will not be doing another business or anything of the sort that I can see in the future. This is life, and this is the mission to promote wellness on a global scale. So for me, for those of you who don't know my story, when I was 20 years old, I was rear-ended at over 100 miles an hour. How do I know that? I used to work at Ford in Talbotville. I left there and I was racing somebody to St. Thomas. I know my speedometer was well past 120 mile an hour. I think it was up to about 140, 150 mile an hour. And when I had to stop, the person that was behind me, who I was racing, obviously I was winning, but he didn't stop. He just plowed right into me and drove me into the car in front of me. So that started my decline. So for the next 30 something years, my body was on a constant downhill. I couldn't to stand at the kitchen counter and wash dishes. It was so bad. And for somebody who is still in the prime of their life to go from athlete to having this type of resistance and this kind of issue, it's not fun. I was to the point where I couldn't even work out in order to try to make myself healthier. So I got introduced to frequency. I couldn't even, when I say I couldn't stand up straight, I mean most of my time was walking around bent over. And I ran into frequency and I started to learn, and it changed my life. Now, consuming and spraying with the water has taken me to a whole different level because I feel it's affecting everything from the sensitivity in my skin to my blood pressure, which seems to be so well managed now because my doctor was trying to get me on blood pressure pills. But as of late, I see my blood pressure. I can't see it more than 123 lately, it seems, and as low as 106 over like 80, 76. So these are all good things that I'm seeing, I'm feeling. I feel alive, like I don't think I felt alive for a very long time because of the activity in the body. Feels like it's just doing all the things that it should be doing. And we've experienced moments where, we're peeing a lot on account of the fact that it's flushing and cleaning. There's just different experiences that I hope you all will have your own stories to tell as you start to experience the benefits of the water. So 1 second. Okay. Anybody else? Can you also? Okay, so let's do the charge now for the water that I mentioned before. So for those of you, you've got your water glasses there with you. What I want you to do now, before we start this, is I want you to take one glass and I want you to put it away from your computer screen or your phone, whatever you're using. Make sure that it cannot pick up on any of the light that will be coming through your monitor when I do the charge. And then your other glass, make sure you turn your cameras on so that you can see, so make sure you can see the monitor can see your glass. And when I start the charge, you will hold your glass in front of the light and you will rotate the glass in a counterclockwise direction. Okay, are we ready? Because I'm going to start the charge and I'm going to run it twice just in case somebody missed it. Ready? Hold your glass up. Special just for you because I love it. Okay, so now what we would do is you want to taste the one that we just did first because I want you to feel it. I want you to smell it on your way up your nose, and then I want you to taste it, and I want you to feel the texture of it on your tongue once you've put it into your mouth. Okay. Now, if you've got a good idea of what that is and how it feels, is it different from what you're normally used to? Now you can go to the other glass and you can actually, yes, look at the two of them. You should actually almost be able to notice a clearer, brighter water in the one that's energized that we did. And if you look at the very top of the water, you will see a taller meniscus on the side of the glass, whereas it looks like it's actually it looks like it's dipped down into the glass. It looks like it's actually concaved. The water has a semicircle surface to it, almost as it comes up the side of the glass. So if you can look at all that and then taste the water that was not treated next and pay close attention to the differences that you will find from the structured energized water versus the unstructured regular water. So believe it or not, as you have drank the structured energized water, it has neutralized the EMF in your body, meaning that your body is literally clearer and functioning better because of that little bit of water that you put in there. Your body is also stronger because of it. So the benefits are huge. So, as we were talking about before, when it comes to people who are practitioners, no matter what mode of practitioners or sports teams or whatever, we are talking about increasing performance through water so that everybody is functioning better, more athletic. A horse will run faster and stronger. A person will run faster and stronger, will be faster and stronger. So All right, let's have some feedback from some of the water tests. Al, I noticed you were there and doing a good job of checking out the differences between the water. Can you unmute yourself and give us your feedback? You just muted yourself again, Al. There you go. Oh, see, hang on, let me see if I can help you. Oh, there you go.
Okay,
Yeah, hi, nice to meet
can
you,
you hear
Al.
me now?
Can.
Yeah, you do. Well, I was looking at the mold glass after a while. I was really checking and inspecting it. There was a little difference in taste, but the glass that you use your machine on, there was more bubbly. See, there was more oxygen in it, more bubbly in it than compared to the other one that was not done with it. That's how what I found about it.
Right. That's true.
I look at it underneath the light, and you could see that there was uh, there was a difference. Uh, Mostly, it was the little wee tiny bubbles in it that I could see a lot more, maybe 4 times as much as the other water that was not done right. So the taste. There was a little taste, but I didn't find it was that much a difference of a taste on it. But the texture of the water was totally different. That's for sure.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So what water did you start with? Just what kind of water did you start with?
The water I started with is water. I'm on a farm right now, so it's a well water. So it's
Okay.
water from deep well, from 400 feet deep well.
Good.
So it's a very good water. So that's what I started the water with.
Well, that explains a lot actually as to why your taste would have been so much better because it hasn't been touched by man in the sense like how tap water has been. So congratulations to you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's excellent. Well, that's good because you're in a better state than most people out here because your water is going to have some natural properties to it that when you use the app on it, it's going to even be better all around because of the natural minerals and properties that you're going to have in there.
Yeah, totally. It's really totally different. So we do have in town where my wife is. She's in town right now, so I don't know. If she's doing the test also, but it's town water, so it's not doesn't even taste a difference. There's a big difference even from the farm to there. It's you
I
can
bet.
notice a difference.
I
We don't
bet.
even drink the water from the town anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
We
good.
just bring it from the farm. We bring it home.
Yeah, I bet. Very good. Appreciate your
Yeah. So
input there, Alan, and welcome.
thanks, Mike.
Yeah. All right. Somebody else on there now. Where is my girl there? Magdalene. Magdalene, you still with us here? Okay. So I can't see everybody on the thing here, but anybody else want to unmute and give us a comment on the water?
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Susan.
Hi, guys. It's Susan DeBoer in Guelph, Ontario. I was going to mention to the first gentleman that he could also try the wetting test. So the biophotonically charged water, put a couple fingers dipped in there and rub that on your wrist, and then your regular water with your other hand rub on your other wrist, and you should see the absorption speed. There's so many ways we can compare it, but we're creating wetter water. Say that 10 times fast. So wetter water. But it is really neat experience working with this now since mid-September. How if you have a healthy topical cream, let's say, how initially when you create the biophotonic water, then you put it into your little glass spray bottle and mist that on the skin surface before you apply anything else. It's incredible how fast and how little you need, how economical it is, and how effective in terms of absorption. So that's been amazing witnessing, but just rubbing that on your skin, it dries so well, it dries, it's absorbing really fast. And I was going to say, as a practitioner, semi-retired now, but over the years when I had an office in Guelph, I used to do, like testing and teaching concepts of lifestyle medicine and seeing clients. And what I observed with the bioimpedance scanning, that almost everybody was functionally dehydrated. It was absolutely true. So even though, right, I was using interesting devices, all kinds of light therapy, PEMF, we were doing all sorts of thermal therapy, of course, elegant nutritionals, still the people weren't getting the full benefit of those therapies because they were functionally dehydrated. So what we learned from the inventor, William Ian Lyons, after his life's work studying, ancient waters that are in the parts of the world where we know it's like healing waters. So what are these unique properties? What's the information that's in there? And so that's essentially now the gift that we have here, is that we are able to sort of transfer those biological codes that are most important, because he said one of the things that electropollution has done is it completely distorts the aquaporins, those little portals on the cells where moisture effectively has to come in through, and also cleaning jobs, right? The cells can then get rid of things. Well, that's highly compromised. So we're choking out. People's cells are toxic and full of nasty stuff that isn't being released properly. So this download, which is live streamed, it boggles my mind how it's live streamed every time I press start, right? It's coming from that supercomputer server in Hamburg, Germany. And this beautiful, complex song of life over that 42 seconds is imprinting critical biological things so that my body or that of my pet or my plants, it's receiving that original blueprint, the ability to express its original blueprint without all that artificial hindrance. So those aquaporins are corrected and open. All the cellular structures, those little micro machines that do all that work, they now can have the proper expression. So it's like with this beautiful, simple tool, we're removing the film off the windshield. The body can see things better. It understands things better. It's not distorted. It's so profound. And initially, yes, people that I've just introduced, they're saying, golly gee, like I'm expelling a lot of fluid. And that is a lot of the experience initially, because we've been retaining all kinds of inflammatory fluid that was retained in the tissue. For what reason? To dilute the toxins, metabolites, and allergens, right? That's what the osmotic pressure, the water moves to the compartment where you have a lot of yuckies. So all of a sudden, it seems to me, very rapidly, we're allowing the body to do its better job of taking good stuff in, including nutrients and oxygen, but also, just as importantly, better job at getting stuff out. And then after that initial day or so, things even out. You're not running to the toilet all the time. It's a much more equilibrium. Now, what I was going to say to you guys is I think I'm going to order one of those grip devices you can buy for strength testing, like Amazon or, in a fitness store, because the more empirical evidence you want to show, right, the better. So there's so many ways we could show the effectiveness, whether it's live blood, right, or all kinds of, there are many methods. But even when said that it instantly increases your body's strength and focus and coordination, like physical and cognitive, by minimum typically of 25%. So 25 to 30%. Oh my, can you imagine? Especially if you are training and you're competing, but for me, coming out of a background of, those conditions where you're really tired, without getting into medical stuff, and nasty viruses and Lyme or whatever. Can you imagine having that extra zip in your day? I've been so focused and so productive. My mobility, right? That, like Mike said, you become so fluid because your fascia is hydrated. And the neatest thing I got to tell you guys is a lot of the folks you introduce initially, when you say, did you kind of do your body inventory before you drank it or sprayed it? And it's good if they do. And then what did you notice? And a lot of times, even the first morning after, they're going, I have more upright posture. I'm not collapsing my torso. I'm standing and breathing better. And I hear this a lot. So what's going on, right? It's somehow the communication channels for posture, the hydration, like I say, fascia, right? That beautiful highway of information, and your muscles, everything is becoming hydrated really fast. So watch carefully. It'll be everything: your mood, your quickness, you're going to be singing like I'm singing everything I'm doing now. you know um, it's been an enormous enhancement in my quality of life, and yet I have every kind of major device, all kinds of nutrients, but this comes along and it's making everything work so much better because it's core fundamental. So can you tell I'm excited here, because I think it's going to make a difference, let's say, in your gum health, your teeth health, your sensory organs. They just start working better. The body, mind, spirit is uplifted. So it is a better version. We're closing that gap, guys, between that surviving and fighting. Like you said, Mike, it's a battle every day, something new every day. So it's now you feel hopeful and you feel so much more ready to embrace what's ahead of us. Let's just call it that. So yeah, thank you for this.
Absolutely.
I got
Susan?
a question for the one question, excuse me. When you put that water, you do that water tomorrow, you put it in a bottle, will it last all day or do you have to drink it right away?
No.
Very cool, right? Oh, sorry, Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, it's strongest right away, and it will go down over the course of the day. The amount of frequency, the structure would stay. Frequency will deplete as the day goes on, but it would still be better water 8 hours down the road than it would be if it wasn't done in that sense. But let's say that your frequency might be cut in half of the strength compared to when you initially did it, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. Susan, I just want to compliment you on your moment in the light there, on account of the fact that you have touched on some things I know I touched on, but the way you have brought light to some of the ways that it enhances and does what it does, and some of the more direct ways that it impacts the individuals. Very appreciate it very muchly. Feel free to come anytime and do your piece.
I like this collaboration stuff, guys. But like, have fun with this. Have fun with it because, let's say you have, like I have, beautiful kinetic grandsons that I, really interact with a lot. And I noticed that when I mist them, right, with the beautiful mist, or they ask me to prepare the beautiful water and they drink it, like it goes down so easy. That's the other thing, is you really take it in easy. So they drink more, but they're calmer. They're actually noticeably calmer. So this is interesting. Now, what I'm anxious to try it on is, if you folks know people with performance animals, right? Horses, or dogs that do performance things. From what Ian was saying, right? If we even just taking that charged water and misting the animal, especially down the chakras, prior to their competition, to their event, that there could be some very magical and significant effects.
I'll let you know when I get to the horse track soon.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, it could be so cool too, because animals have no placebo, right?
They don't lie.
Yeah,
They
it's either
cannot
it
lie.
or isn't. But yeah, and if Christine, I think I saw you on here. I know you're busy with your little girl. This is a tough time of day for you, but can you share the couple things you told me today? Let's see if Christine can unmute. She might be really busy with the little one. Let's see. Where's Christine? Is she here? I saw her.
She's there.
She's there.
Yeah.
But she might be bathing the little one. But I was going to mention some of what the feedback is. Try it on Plant Life. Okay, this is significant. And if you are into sprouting or obviously growing plants, do some cool side by side, experiments, right, for yourself. I think you'd be quite surprised how all life responds to these codes.
I think that's important too, is that people, you need to actually play with this thing to the extent of experimenting with all the different things that you think, it might impact, because everybody's unique. Everybody's an individual. What each and every person does with their life on a daily basis is unique to them. So find those ways that you can incorporate this into your day, whether it's testing it or just enhancing different factors for your day. Play with it a lot. And some of the things I implore you to everybody, do the spray bottle, and you have to do the 4 spots on the floor in order to see how powerful this thing is, because once you do that, actually, hold on. Novelette and her husband, quick, unmute yourself. Come on here and tell them what we did. You know how to, can you unmute yourself?
There it is. Mike, actually,
Oh, hold on. Hold on 1 second.
I wanted to talk. My name is Tony. Tony Youssef. Can you hear me?
Sorry, Tony. Yes, I forgot your first name. We got you now, Tony.
Nice. I have 2 good experience. I've been taking the water for about a month. And the thing is, what I've been doing, I normally like to drink a lot of water. So what I noticed within a few days, maybe about a week, when I started drinking the water, when I would take my multivitamins or any of my supplements, I think it really enhanced every supplement by taking it with the water. I did a little bit of research on AI about this whole program, like the whole theory. And I thought to myself, you know what? I think it's better using it quicker. That's when it has the most energy,
Absolutely.
which you did just mention, you know? So I've been doing that and I have a lot more energy. Before I would drink 2 coffees in the morning and still feel lethargic. And I'm thinking, oh man, like, things aren't really going well for me because I'm drinking 2 coffees and I'm not really getting charged. Now I drink 1 coffee and I don't have to drink 2 coffees anymore. And I'm pretty amped with work and life in general. I'm strong. I'm a lot stronger.
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive.
I'm in the dentist today.
You know, and then Susan, I went to the dentist today. I thought I was having a problem with my root canal. Before I started this program, I had a root canal, and she had an X-ray, and it showed the damage of the inside of the tooth,
Yeah.
like the injury. Then they did another X-ray today, and she goes, Tony, I find that kind of odd. Well, the healing that's inside your tooth is a lot quicker than I expected. And I'm like, what? And I never put two and two together. I'm like, what? Until you said, Susan, that it helps with your teeth
It helps
and your
everything,
gums.
everything,
Isn't that crazy?
absolutely everything.
Yeah, that was nice. Well, because it was a false alarm for the root canal, because I have another root that I thought was bothering me, but right, she thinks it's TMJ. So I'm
Hmm.
wondering if I should just spray my face and do the light therapy on my jaws. What do you think?
Actually, I'm going to tell you, Tony,
Yeah.
I have had an issue with TMJ,
Uh,
and I'm going to tell you it was probably about 8 months old.
wow.
And when it started, it was really, really painful. So
Yeah.
painful that it actually went up into your head,
Yes.
right? You know what I'm
Yep.
talking about.
Hmm.
Right now, since I've been drinking the water, I don't have the pain in my jaw.
Wow.
It still clicks, but I don't have the pain.
That's
It's
awesome.
yeah, yeah. I'd actually never even thought about it till you just mentioned it.
Yeah, I was just wondering if maybe you spray the water on your face or and then
Well,
do the light therapy counterclockwise on your face and that area. I
well,
wonder if that
that as well as having the water in your mouth
yeah.
alone is going to affect that area as
Ah,
well,
okay.
right? Which is probably going to be stronger.
Yeah, and the fun thing of all of this, I'm not using the system all day, all night. I just tend to use it mostly in the morning when I take my vitamins and a little bit in the afternoon, because it's my wife's program. It's on her phone. So,
So,
so it looks like I'm gonna have to get it from my phone too.
yeah, very good.
May,
So it's all good.
Mike, may I comment on this really wonderful share? I think a lot of TMJ, the tension, sometimes the cortisol profile, we're so stressed, so chronically
Yes.
stressed that even the nighttime is difficult. We're clenching our jaw,
Mhm.
all that grinding. So what comes to me is if you do that cool, there's, what you can do with 4 bottles of water that
Yeah.
you strategically place around the bed
Mhm.
post, starting at like if you're leaning against the bed board, uh,
Mhm.
behind the right shoulder, that leg of the bed first, then
Okay.
diagonally to the left,
Bottom left,
Mhm.
right back up to the top shoulder, the left shoulder,
top left.
Mhm.
that post of the bed, and finish off on the right foot diagonally. So that creates a energetic vortex. It's amazing what you can do with multiple bottles of this.
Nice.
So
Now,
you don't need the grounding mat then.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
yeah,
So,
filling
hi
it right
Susan.
at the
So
top.
you don't need a grounding mat then.
no.
Well, isn't that
I'm glad I didn't buy one.
You
Now,
know, that is something that we had a really good discussion with a number of practitioners recently. And what Ian Lyons pointed out is with the introduction of 5G and beyond, where the signal from those devices that are not friendly go into the ground like several meters. So he said,
Oh,
or such a thing. Whether wherever you think you are on the planet, those satellites they're beaming it's all over. So that's why this tool is such an important, almost like an antidote,
it
because
is.
grounding you
okay.
himself, like he does that behind himself, above himself, and then down, the
Right.
energy stress, even over the clothing. But do that
Mhm.
every 4 hours routinely, or whenever you feel compelled to do it throughout the day. And you remain so protected, so grounded. So
Okay.
You
the
know what, Susan? I love the antidote because, in essence, we have the antidote for electrical pollution.
Mhm. It does a lot,
Wow. Listen to that, Tony.
right?
That is a beautiful statement, and the antidote for electrical pollution.
Yeah, it is. It's so simple and yet profound. So we're doing true functional hydration because we're turning the water into ancient water, the way the crystalline structure from when waters were flowing, in a serpentine manner. and vortexing on the planet, not straight lines through pipes. So that, but the EMF information that kind of fell into our waters, it becomes irrelevant when you superimpose the good codes.
Okay.
Now, Mike, the cool thing, bunch of us thought that one thing that I like to emphasize to everybody is that even our cell phone, which unfortunately is such a big part of our lives, when you download what Ian said, when the first time that you even download the program and you run it through the circuitry, right, and the metals and the structure of it, the crystals, it changes it forward going. It's now going to be far less damaging.
Okay.
That alone.
The best way to describe that is that the cell phone, prior to having the app on it, is giving these wicked spike waves that are really harmful. And then now, once it's been inundated with the energy from the lab going through the phone, it is absorbing that energy into the precious metals that are making up the cell phone. So all of the lead and the copper, everything that's in there, and it's holding it in there. And then at the same time, it's changing that spike to a sine wave.
Wow.
Okay.
So we're better protected then, at least whoever has the app on their phone.
Absolutely. And not only that, you're protected because when you consume the water, again,
oh yeah, that's
you
inside.
got the antidote going down and flushing out.
I like that though, the antidote to the EMF.
I like
We
that
even
too.
have that plugged into our home, you know, the EMF protection.
Yeah, good.
Wow.
But again, the best protection is putting it in your body. And
Yeah, cool. Well,
okay.
thank you, Suzanne.
Yes, Susan, thank you. Anybody else have any questions, comments?
I have a question.
Yes, Shelley, nice to see you.
We have a foot detox. If we put that over top of the water for that, would that help with the detox more?
Oh my dear, would it ever? Not only that, I would be putting the structured, energized water in the detox, in the foot detox, energizing it, then turning your thing on to do its job. Because yes, it's going to be more refined and it's going to allow it to go deeper and get cleaner, and it should help everything function better in that sense for sure.
And we use glass was for the demonstration. Does it have to be glass that you're drinking from, or like is it better?
When you're doing the restructuring using the flashlight, it's better done in glass, but you could do it in a cup. Other materials is fine. One of the things that we like to stay away from is plastics, if at all possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And the best way to do it is with the light hitting directly onto the water. You can energize through the glass also, but it's the strongest when it's going directly into the water. And we do it with a counterclockwise rotation over the water in order so that what we're doing, we're mimicking the rotation of the earth and we're giving intention to the water to follow.
I was going to share, guys, that one of my wonderful new clients, she's a practitioner in Kingston, she had a good idea. She said, what if we got a glass measuring cup, because it's a nice open wide throat to it, right? So it's easy to do the biophotonic spinning. And then you can transfer it to your other drinking cups. And from what Ian said is that, let's say you charge, one glass or cup full at a time, like 250 to 300 milliliters, charge that really good. And then you can transfer it to, say, 3 more cups in your flask of non-charged water. and just twirl it, and it will impart the signal onto the whole volume.
Yeah. Now,
Twirl it with your finger.
Uh,
Twirl it.
twirl the, afterwards you can sort of mix it.
mix it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. I just want to go back and I want to touch on the four sprays again, because I know we've touched on the four bottles under the bed or around the bed. Now, when we talk about these four sprays, seriously, folks, I want you to do it, and you need somebody else to do it with you in order so that somebody can stand in the center. And of course, you can't have sprayed yourself and you can't have drank the water, because obviously it's going to not going to work. You're going to deplete the purpose for doing it. But if you have somebody who hasn't experienced it yet, stand them in the middle of that square. You square, and I swear it's just one or two sprays on each corner of a tile. The tile could be 2 feet, it could be 3 feet square, and you're going to create such a powerful vortex that that energy from those spots on the floor of water is literally going 5 feet plus up into the air. And I'm really being generous by saying 5 feet, because I could go higher. 5 feet up into the air and 5 feet down into the ground from where the
Wow.
spots on the ground are.
Mm.
So as Paula and Marcel did with their dowsing and saw the wonderful spin that it created from the dowsing, it is just amazing when you can actually quantify that water has been transformed in such a way to create a wonderful, amazing vortex outside your body and inside your body in order to give it life like it's never had before. Because that's what I truly believe we are doing here. We're giving every person who we come in contact with who starts drinking this water, we're giving them life. We're giving them a better life, a stronger life, a clearer life, and a more defined direction for their life, because they will be able to sort through the garbage much more easily. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. If you have any other comments before we clock off, I will welcome them now.
One thing I wanted to ask, Mike, when you're spraying it on the floor,
Yes.
should you go clockwise or anti-clock, or it doesn't matter?
It's the same way that you would do the bed. I start in the
Yes.
top left,
Okay.
top left corner, bottom
Right.
right corner, top right
Mm.
corner, bottom left corner. Works
Okay.
every time. Just like
Okay.
just like just like you saw me do when you were visiting me.
Yeah, but I don't remember how you I
Yes,
wasn't paying such close attention to the direction you were going in because you were just introducing it to us, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Mike,
Yes.
have you ever tested the pendulum on the treated water?
Well, that's what we were just talking about, that Paula and Marcel did it.
Oh,
And based on, they did it with another device that they had that actually structures water too. And then they did it on our structured water
yeah.
and said the difference was like 300 times
Wow.
more
Yeah.
powerful
That's huge.
Yeah,
with,
we tried it too, and the pendulum was just going crazy.
yeah,
On the regular water, which is good filtered water and remineralized,
yeah.
the pendulum barely moved. And then once we did just one time with the structure with the app, just one zap,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was flying. The stone
Yeah.
was just flying. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
yeah. And
The energy.
if you hold it up higher,
Yeah.
you'll
It
still
will
find
still do it.
it'll still be doing it. Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
So there's a few, and I like what Suzanne said about the using other stuff to test, like this hand strengthener. That
Yes.
thing, I like that because
Yeah.
sometimes people don't like, stand on one leg or,
Yeah.
you know, but they're scared, right?
Yeah,
They think they're gonna fall. So I like that idea of squeezing.
Do you want to know something? I use that standing on one leg, and do you know how many times after, like they could be wobbling like crazy on one leg where they want to hold on to something. And I spray them. And after
And
I
then,
spray them, they stand on that leg like
okay.
like they're there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's benefits to
Yeah.
and reasons behind all of these things because people know their conditions, they know their weaknesses, and when you show them the strength that
Yeah.
they can have, well,
Mm-hmm.
it speaks for itself.
Mm.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Sound good.
Sounds
Sound
awesome. Thank you guys for sharing.
Welcome. All right, everybody, thanks for your time tonight. We've taken enough of it, that's for sure. So listen, bring your friends, bring your family. This is for absolutely everybody. So next week, let's load up and you never know. We might end up giving something away over the holidays in order to you know take the financial burden away from somebody who might be lucky enough someplace down the line to win something. And it could even be an app. So
So
with
that
that
is-
said,
You need that.
with that said, bring your peoples because come December, Christmas is coming.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to check the chat here for a second. Oh, it's a saying. Yes, I did record this call. All right, everybody, thanks for being here tonight.
Okay. Good night,
And,
everybody. Bye.
all right, look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome all.
That's funny.
That's a face.